Live from the Rothman Center in Hackensack, New Jersey, and this is Northeast Conference basketball on MSG. The Codey Cup is on the line as the Monmouth Hawks visit the Fairleigh Dickinson Knights.
Rivalry, you know, as long back as the NEC has been, and Monmouth obviously, you know, was a Division II school, came in, and once they came in to the NEC, it's been a great rivalry. I called Coach Calloway yesterday. I said, listen, forget about all these TV cameras. Let's go outside. I got 2 courts in the back of the dorms. We'll see if we can get some fans to play outside.
Well, we're both New Jersey schools competing in the Northeast Conference. I remember all the way back to my freshman year. We played FDU in the championship game on ESPN to go to the NCAA tournament, and they beat us. And then all the way to 2006, right here in the same building as well. You know, we were fortunate enough to get them with Chris Kenny getting the layup with 2 seconds left. So we've had some big games over the years, including a 4 overtime game back in Old Boylan Gym, and just a lot of excitement. And it seems like the game always seems to go down to the wire.
They like the ball in his hands. Terrence Greer wants to be closer to the basket, but will settle for the 2.
Nice fadeaway there.
Fairleigh playing a zone now, which they really typically do not do. That's a 3 ball for Mike Myers-Keitt. Shoots them at 39%, 6th in the NEC. Rebounded by Sverdlik.
Great ball fake though by Kidd. Got the defender up in the air. Look at John Galvin run the floor.
The bucket and the foul.
One way you attack a zone is to beat it down the floor. Rebounds against St. Francis. He can dominate on the board.
Off the kick. Here is Kidd for 3. Rebounded underneath by Ed Wade off the bench. The bucket and the foul. For Scott to Galvin, and down low for A.Y. Oyeni. Off the follow by Del Tufo.
Well, Nick made the mistake of not ball faking to get the defender up in the air.
Scott for 3.
Again, beat that zone down the floor. You're going to get open looks. They're going inside very successfully.
Off the play fake. Wade pumps again and then puts it in. Phil Wade, the 7-footer. Down low, Scott back outside, inside and out for Tyler Reynolds, who cans the 3.
Good things can happen.
Off the dribble drive, held with a good look for Wade, and Phil Wade drops it in. The transfer out of St. John's, a junior out of Manchester, England.
Been in that right from the beginning, and as long as they can stop penetration, they've got a shot at it. Great spin move there, and how about the left hand finish? Marcus Ware up strong with that left.
Turks Sverdlik silent. Around Ware. Oh, doesn't get it, but it's tipped up in by Galvin. He's got 7.
No one stopped John Galvin from going to the glass. A big
Dickinson and Monmouth are tied at 18. Good pass by Ware for the slam as Phil Wade has his 2nd bucket for 4. 5 seconds to shoot.
And he got poked in the eye, John Galvin, a little bit there on that.
Breon Smith with the rainbow 3.
That bails you out.
Fairleigh by 1. Phil Wade against Oyeni uses his muscle, and he's got 6.
Well, there's no air. Knights have gotten out of their movement inside, getting big people down low, touching the ball.
Mike Myers-Keitt with the J. He's got 5 from John Galvin. You know, the coaching staff's been very happy with him. Steal, an NBA 3.
And no defense there at all. Everybody, and there's a bad pass there by Scott.
Kidd with the steal. Another 3, this one from James Hack. And Monmouth suddenly jumps out to a 30-21 lead.
Getting it done at St. John's. They've had some real quality wins lately. Good double team inside, but Galvin came to the ball. So important for players to come to the basketball, bail out your teammate. Good can blink in with 2 minutes to go in a ball game, so got to be patient there. Not a great shot right there. It goes in, yes, a hand there. Not great. Patient. You're trying to do too much too quickly.
Terrence Greer for 3.
Again, the penetration right inside the entire zone. Opportunity to knock it down.
5 seconds to shoot, so Heck tries to make something happen, and he does.
Well, Heck did before, after, they waved it off.
So the foul on Heck, that is his 1st and the team's 1st. Fairleigh with the new 35. Galvin for Sverdlik. Kidd thought about the 3, fires. Should have done it the first time. They have to put back the bucket of the foul. And Phil Wade will go to the line looking for a 3-point play. He's got 8 points.
I'm not sure to be one and done.
Head for 3.
That's a huge 3-point shot.
The long rebound comes back to James Hack. Kidd for 3.
When he has time like that, he's deadly, and he just did a great job head of finding his teammate. He's wide open. He buries it.
Greer for Smith. Gets it to Sverdlik. Oh, he works hard down low and has the reward. Sverdlik with 5 and 4.5 minutes to play. Phil Waite backs in. He's got 10.
They wait back out from the inside, and he's not a factor that far away from the basket.
Smith for 3. Has that 4th foul. Scott powers his way in, but no reward. Galvin on the putback, and he's got 11.
Very few touches. The defense has done a great job there.
Steele to the basket for 2. And that game once again. Steele has 7. Galvin, I thought that was outside of his range, but I guess he proved me wrong. He's got 13. Tufo. On the dribble drive. That's just too easy for Marcus Ware.
For the quick shot, for the drive all the way to the basket.
Mike Myers-Keitt with the pass for Steele. And that's 3. Oh, that's a big one.
That could be the dagger as we go under 4-minute mark and you're down 14. Well, it's the name of the game. You've got to get players. You can be an excellent coach, but without the material to do it, you're not going to get it done. And again, Monmouth right now has taken this game over.
3 Hawks. Silent with 15 to shoot. Creates his own shot and knocks it down for his first bucket. Silent at 12. It's a 15-point game. Mike Scott with a straight-on 3. His 3rd triple of the day. He's got 9. So the Monmouth Hawks will capture the Richard Codey Governor's Cup.
And they'll end the 4-game winning streak that the Knights had going into Wednesday night's game. Now the Hawks have got their own modest 2-game winning streak against their in-state rivals.
So Monmouth defeats Fairleigh Dickinson 62-51. We're back with our post-game festivities after this. You're watching Northeast Conference Basketball. Back here at the Rothman Center in Hackensack, New Jersey, where Monmouth has defeated Fairleigh Dickinson 62-51. And winning Monmouth head coach Dave Calloway is standing by with our Ruby Tuesday player of the game, Mike Myers-Keitt. He had 15 points and 4 rebounds. John Schmelk, take it away.
Well, thanks, Paul. Mike, we'll start with you. A big game for you, 15 points, 4 rebounds. What went so well today, offensively and defensively?
Defense, we just picked up the intensity. Offense, we just took our time, moved the ball around, tried to get the best looks we could. I mean, I think we could have probably shot better. Probably was an off night, but our defense, picked up for that.
Yeah, you had some open threes in that second half, and you had a streak there where you just couldn't get them to go down, huh?
Yeah. Like, I don't know, this game, like, my shot was real off. But I just try to, get my teammates involved and help get their shots on.
Overall, though, your team did a great job of getting the ball into the paint, especially in that first half and in the second half, too. Talk about how well your guys played down low.
The big guys played well. They went after all the rebounds, every rebound. They went hard. And, we wanted to reward them, give them the ball inside, and they did a good job of getting open.
How about that 2-3 matchup zone? You really shut down Fairleigh's offense coming out of that second half.
Oh, yeah. We just, like I said, the intensity, the more intensity we have, the better our defense is.
Mike, appreciate the time.
Thank you.
All right, now we're joined by head coach of the Monmouth Hawks, Dave Calloway. Coach, how important is it, considering the season you've had, to sweep a season series rivalry like this against Fairleigh Dickinson?
Oh, yeah, it's just nice to get a win, too. And, we've won 2 in a row now. As crazy as it sounds, we're getting better. I mean, we've been playing well. Right there, every game, we had a lot of close games, and unfortunately, we fell short end of the stick a few times. If we can just keep building from this, see what happens.
And this game, very similar to the game you played against FDU on Wednesday. You came out in the second half, and the defense really came out and gave the Knights a lot of problems offensively.
Yeah, I thought we were really good defensively. We worked hard. I thought they had to work for almost every point. That's good defense. That's what we try to do. In the game of basketball, teams are going to score. You just don't want make them work for it. Make them. They have to earn every basket. You make your layups, take care of the ball, you make your foul shots. You usually be on the right end of the stick most of the time.
Coach, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Paul. Monmouth holds on to win this one, and Coach Dave Calloway accepts the Governor Codey Cup from the former governor here in New Jersey. A big win for the Hawks.
Well, it's a great win. They get momentum now. They go down to St. Francis, 2 games ahead of them in the standings. They still have a shot to get in to the NEC tournament, Paul.
All right, Jerry, once again, our final score, Monmouth 62 and Fairleigh Dickinson 51. On Monday, it's doubleheader action as Quinnipiac takes on Sacred Heart. The women tip off at 5. The men take the court at 7:30. Please check your local listings for the channel in your area. This telecast is a copyrighted production of the Northeast Conference and was produced at a association with PS Wolf Media. For Jerry O'Connor, John Schmelk, and our entire crew, this is Paul Dottino saying so long, everybody. Earlier today, our partner John Schmelk had a chance to sit down with one of the most complete all-around players in the NEC.
Well, thanks, Paul. And now we're joined by Fairleigh Dickinson University senior guard Mike Scott. Mike, thanks a lot for joining us. Obviously, your senior season probably not going as well as you would have liked in terms of the team's record, but how nice would it be to get back on the winning side against your arch rival Monmouth today?
It'll be great. We know Monmouth is a good basketball team, and the rivalry is built over the years with great talent and great players. So it'll be good to get back on track against our rivals across town. Especially since you fell to them on Wednesday night. What did you learn from that game that you can bring into today's contest? Their matchup zone is tough. Not a lot of guys use it, but coaches taught us some plays, and he put some new things in. So it should be a fun night tonight. Now, you had a very interesting road to get to Fairleigh Dickinson. You started off on the East Coast, went to TCU, then Eastern Utah. Talk about how that whole thing played out and how you found your way to Fairleigh. I went to TCU. It's a long way from Philly, but I liked it down there. I liked the coach down there, and unfortunately he got fired. So I had to actually call one of my friends, and his coach took me to JUCO in Utah, which was a whole different story. Utah it's a nice place to live, but it's totally different from being in the city. And then Coach Patron gave me the opportunity here, and here I am. All right, and you've seen your season, obviously, your last year here at Fairleigh. What are your plans after graduating college and getting into the professional world? Hopefully I go into a little coaching. I love basketball, I love the sport, I love teaching, and I know a little bit about the game. I've been around it for a long time, so hopefully I get my opportunity. What is it about coaching that makes you think you might be good at it? Just getting guys to do what they can do. You know, a lot of times you get coaches and they just think, oh, because you got talent that you could play. But when you could get a player to reach his maximum potential at a young age, it's a blessing. And Mike, finally, Coach Patron has made the point to me a number of times this year that despite the record, your team and your group, you practice hard, you have great chemistry, you all get along, and the attitude has been great. As one of the senior leaders, what have you done to try to keep the team's spirits high through the losing streak? It's hard through a losing streak to keep guys positive, but I think that's the best thing to do, and that's what I've been trying to do, is to keep guys positive, keep guys happy, and let them know that it's always another day, even though we're on a losing streak and even though our record don't show what we can really do, but it's always another day. So keeping guys positive is what I've been doing. Mike, we appreciate the time. Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me. Fairleigh Dickinson University senior guard Mike Scott. Let's throw it back over to Paul.
Thank you, John. And Scott is in the top 10 in the NEC in points, assists, and steals.